Well, hello, good afternoon everybody. Welcome back. Jiu-Jitsu 2000 here today. I'm back. I hope you guys are doing wonderful. I've got an interesting video for you today. I do so many flashlight reviews, and a lot of the times it's the same thing over and over and over from different manufacturers, and every once in a while something comes along that just catches my attention, or just I get really excited about. And that's what we're gonna see today here. So today we have a offering from Thrunite. This is the Catapult Mini. Now, if you want to purchase this, the retail price at the time of me filming this video for a black one of this is about 50 bucks. Now, this is the metal gray version, and currently they're having a sale right now where you can pick this light up for $40.95. So it's a fantastic price. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what we find in this package. So the first thing you see here is this little card that talks about screwing down the tail cap on top of the flashlight head, because it'll come in a manual lockout mode and it won't work until you thread that down. Here is a look at the metal gray Thrunite Catapult Mini. Like I said, folks, every once in a while you'll get something that'll come along that just blows you away, and this light does that for me. This light has tons of operations, okay? It does a lot of stuff. You can see the reflector there. That's a PMPDT optic lens. It's plastic. And inside there's an LED, it's an OSRAM LED. There's the side switch. And one thing that I like so much about Thrunite flashlights is the metal switches. I love the metal switches. Now on the side here, you can see there's a USB-C charge port. So you can just push that down, put that rubber in that charge port, and then you'll have an IPX8 waterproof light. So let's go ahead and take a look at this battery. We're going to unthread the battery tube here. And looking at the head of the flashlight, you can see it's a nice solid contact point, good construction. And looking inside the battery tube, there's a spring down in the bottom, and I got to tell you, this is a thick battery tube. There's the O-ring right there that gives this light the IPX8 waterproof standard. It's hard to peel that thing up. You can barely see it right there. And this is an 18350 rechargeable customized lithium ion battery. Operates at 3.7 volts, 1100 milliamp hour. So very nice high discharge battery here. There's a look at the positive end of the battery and the negative end of the battery. We can insert the battery, putting the negative inside this very thick battery tube. And then of course we will thread everything together. Come on, let's get that going there. And as you thread this down, the head of the flashlight smashes over that O-ring, and it gives you the IPX8 waterproof standard. Again, that standard is underwater down to 2 meters. This light's impact resistant down to 1.5 meter. It has 89,600 candela. This thing on turbo throws 598 meters. That's fantastic. This light has a lot of cool things about it. Let's go ahead and talk about the dimensions of the light right now while we have it out. We're dealing with 80.98 millimeters long, 40.4 diameter of the head, and 26 millimeters diameter of the body. Weight of the light is 87.56 grams without the battery. This light does have a lockout mode, 2 different types of lockout mode. It's got the manual lockout mode, which you just unthread the battery tube a little bit and you push the button and nothing happens. Or the second way to lock this light out is to push this side switch 4 times quickly when the light is off. You'll see 3 acknowledgement flashes. Oops, I messed that up. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's those 3 flashes. And now you'll see the blue indicator. The light's not coming on. It's telling us that we are in lockout mode. So it's very cool. If you want to throw this in a pack and hike a trail, you don't have to worry about the light coming on. Now let me go ahead and unlock it. It's the same way. 4 quick presses. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the light comes on. Now turning the light on and off is very simple. It's a single press. Right there you can see low. That's 21 lumens. That lasts 12 hours. Push and hold, you go up to medium, 96 lumens for 4 hours. Hold it again, we're going to go up to high, 235 lumens for 80 minutes of runtime. That's a total of 1.33 hours. Now if I double press quickly, we'll jump up to turbo, 680 lumens out of this little guy. And let's not forget 598 meters of throw out of something so small. And 70 minutes of runtime, that's 1.16 hours of runtime. Now, if I triple press, I will go into a strobe. 1, 2, 3. Now from strobe, we are dealing with 680 lumens. Very disorienting. That'll last 30 minutes. Now, there's something very neat when you're in strobe. You can access what they call special modes. You just hold the button down for 1 second to cycle between 3 different strobe options. So here we are, again, we're looking at beacon. Hold it for 1 second. Now we're in SOS. And hold it for 1 second. We're back to the normal strobe. So that's very, very cool. Now this light does have a firefly mode, so if we push and hold the button here, you'll see firefly mode comes on. This is half of a lumen. This will last 106 hours. That's 4.41 days. Now you'll notice in the center of the switch, when you're in firefly, you do not get the power level indicator. That has to be on anything other than firefly. So we'll go to low, for example. You'll see that blue battery level indicator. That's telling us that the light is between 21 and 100% of the battery. Okay, if that turns purple, we're between 11 and 20% of our battery. If it turns red, we're between 1 and 10%. And then of course, if you don't see that battery level indicator, you're either in firefly mode or your battery's at 0%. Now, there's something else very cool about this light. So from off, we're going to press and hold this button for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Firefly goes off. And now take a look at that. That indicator is in breathing mode. The purpose for this is maybe it's easier to find the light at night because it's just illuminating. And then again, we can operate the light as normal. Single press turns the breathing mode off. And then again, we can cycle through the modes by holding the button down. And whatever mode that we like, when we turn the light off and turn it back on, it will go back to that mode. So this is just a fantastic light. I am very, very happy with this one. I want to say thank you to Thrunite right off the bat for sending this out for review. This is not a magnetic tail cap, so there's no magnetic to it. That would be nice if it was, because this is such a small light. Again, it runs on that 18350 battery and waterproof down to 2 meters. Impact resistant down to 1.5 meters. You know, I did all this whole review and I didn't even open the owner's manual yet. So pretty much everything that I've already told you, we will see here in the owner's manual now. So please feel free to pause your screen if there's anything here that you want to hang on to. These technical parameters always give us great information. Here is some operation things of the light. It talks about that special mode, the memory function, lockout function, rechargeable function, how to turn it on, off, things like that. And then the breathing LED indicator that I showed you. This is a fantastic light. You will also receive a lanyard. There's 2 replacement O-rings in there, and then there's also a charge port replacement rubber cover right there in that bag. So very cool. You get the USB 2 to USB-C charging cable, and when you plug the charging cable in, you're going to get red when you're charging and blue when charging is complete. So I got this cable here. We'll plug that in, and you can see that we are now charging with the red indicator, and you can turn the light on while charging. Low, medium, high, back to low, or turn it off and go into Firefly. So you can use the light while you're charging. I think that is fantastic. Again, when charging is complete, this light will turn blue. This thing is packed full of features. Again, this light has 8 different modes of operation. Firefly, low, medium, high, turbo, strobe, beacon, and SOS. 598 meters of throw. This thing is small. It's IPX8 down to 2 meters, impact resistant down to 1.5. Okay, we are in the bathroom. I'm going to put this thing on moonlight mode, make sure that charge port cover is in place, drop it in the sink. We're going to test the IPX8 waterproof standard. We're going to cycle through the modes. There's low, medium, high. Let's double press for turbo, 1, 2. And let's triple press for strobe, 1, 2, 3. Now, if we hold it for 1 second, we're going to go into beacon. Hold it for 1 more second, there's SOS. And hold it for 1 more second, we're going to go right back to strobe. Single press turns the light off, and then again, single press turns it back on to the last mode access prior to turbo. So there's turbo again. Turn it off, long press, moonlight mode, or Firefly. This is a fantastic light, and as you can see, it clearly passes the IPX8 waterproof testing with flying colors. Okay, here we are in the shop. We are on low. This is 21 lumens. You can see the nice tight hotspot. 12 hours of runtime on that setting. That is fantastic. I mean, you can really pick out things with this light. I love this light, how tight that hotspot is. I mean, if you're looking down in the water, maybe looking for crawdads or something, you can really pinpoint them. And again, 12 hours of runtime on that setting. Let's bump it up. There's medium. 96 lumens for 4 hours. There's high. 235 lumens. 80 minutes of runtime. That's 1.33 hours. Now if I double press, we're going to go to turbo. 680 lumens. That's 70 minutes of runtime and 1.16 hours. That is crazy. If I triple press, we'll get to strobe. This is 680 lumens for 30 minutes. Hold the button down for 1 second. Now we will go to beacon. Okay, there's beacon. You can see the blue power level indicator there on the bottom right of your screen. Beacon, long press for 1 second. We're in SOS. Very nice. And then one more long 1 second press is going to bring us right back to strobe. Very nice. Single press, turns it off. Single press, turns it back on to high. Again, double press, turbo. Single press, turns it off. Long press, turns us on to moonlight mode. So moonlight mode, you can see very nice tight moonlight mode. I mean, even in the distance down there, on moonlight mode you can see things. That is just fantastic. And moonlight mode, or firefly as some people call it, half of a lumen for 106 hours. That's 4.41 days of runtime for moonlight mode. So if you've got to find a splinter, do some first aid, or even if you're trying to conserve battery life, that's a lot of light. For a half of a lumen, this thing has a fantastic lens on it. You can see a lot of stuff. You want to look in your pack, 4.4 days on that setting. That is just fantastic. I hope that you enjoy these night shots. There we are on low again, medium, high, turbo, and strobe coming. Very nice. I like this light a lot. Single press, single press. Whew, that thing is nice. Now my final thoughts on this light is I love this thing. I think Thrunite literally hit a home run with this one. It's always been something that I wanted, was to find a small light that was a thrower, that had a long beam pattern with a long distance, you know, a tight hot spot. You see so many small lights, but they're all floody style beams. This one is different. It's so small, but it delivers 598 meters of throw out of this small light. And the run times are very good. If you look at that low setting that we were looking at out in the shop, 21 lumens for 12 hours, and you saw how good that light was. So folks, with all that being said, I want to say thank you for stopping by and joining me on this video. I hope you got some good, useful information out of this video. Please make sure that you check the description box down below. I'll put links to where you can find this light. Also, feel free to drop a comment and let me know what you think. And until next time, folks, I hope you have a beautiful day. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.